It's Saturday, so time to answer some questions. Jeff Corpening on Facebook asked, what are composers' reasonable expectations when hired for a micro-budget project? What kind of pay? Who owns the music if there's little to no pay? And should composers agree to work on spec? Well, there are many videos that I will post in the upcoming weeks that will focus on these topics in more depth. But for now, as promised, I will try to answer your questions without overwhelming you with information. When dealing with a micro-budget, aim to pay your composers 5 to 10% of your budget, depending on how much he or she is contributing to the score, whether it be a subtle synth or piano score, or completely fleshed out like John Williams. The reason being that indie composers are usually a one-man or one-woman team, and will therefore take more time and energy independently to deliver a completed score. Not only do indie composers write the music, they also record, engineer, mix, and master the score. Also realize what an original score will provide the film. The competition will most likely be using stock music or original scores as well, but the more you pay your composer, the more invested he or she will be to take your story, not just the film, to the next level. Side note, you can also pay with sample libraries, aka virtual instrument packages, since these are tools that will not only upgrade the composer's studio, but can also enhance the quality of your score. If there is little to no pay, the composer should own his or her music, since it is the fruit of his or her extensive hours of labor, without much or any compensation. If the composer allows it, the filmmakers may use the music to show or promote the product, but this should be discussed when putting together contracts. In my honest opinion, I do not think composers should work on spec. For those who don't know, it's when a composer writes music and does not get paid unless the filmmakers decide to use his or her music to score the film or media. It's too high of a risk to commit weeks' worth of time, energy, and resources to score a film without the guarantee of compensation. This is often done, however, in film industry capitals, because new and young composers will do almost anything to have their work considered. But if you wish to be fair and see whether a composer is a good fit, ask for a demo. You can get an idea of how a composer will approach a project with some footage to score, so provide a scene that requires a substantial amount of music and emotional context with some form of reference to what you would like. Demos should be free of charge since they are only used for consideration to hire, unless otherwise discussed. More on demos in a future video. Tune in next Wednesday for more videos. Ciao for now!